We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. You call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Returning it, Johnson. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And for the first time, here comes the Cleveland Browns offense. Quarterbacked by Baker Mayfield, fourth-year man from Oklahoma.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. On third down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at the 45. Lindsey now off the read option. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards remain on second down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt. As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Gets past one man. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 21 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have better.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run with Chubb. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but for where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge... play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he's able to get it out of there. Oh, good move. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield. He'll get 2 out of that. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes our score 17-0. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Watson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Watson looks to throw again. Again, it's Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Watson off play action. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Going deep this time for Miller. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Miller, 72 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Flushed out right, going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Rolling to his right. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Touchdown, Browns. Rashard Higgins, 28 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that's one where the quarterback has to show the agility of his feet and the arm. And to scramble, still was able to make the play.
I'm going to show my age. I go back to Roger Staubach. When he was with the Cowboys and Tom Landry, his head coach kept telling him, quit scrambling, quit. Oh, nice result. Those are those types of plays. Keeping the play alive, extending it, and finding a receiver open for a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after DeAndre Hopkins was shipped to Arizona, and he wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020, his most since 2015.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Watson's throw taken in by Miller.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Walker. second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And quickly, they get to the line.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Mayfield now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. 50 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately, for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Miller with 1st down and more. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Watson.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd and inches, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Watson working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
Gets around him, and flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joe Bitonio.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mayfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's Miller, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Watson.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Again, it's Watson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll roll him out right. High throw, but he makes the catch. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Cleveland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next.